Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, so, welcome. Let me, sort this out. Let me just change this. Alright, may have to take off my YouTube because it's not liking it again. Not YouTube, Zoom. For some reason, it gets a little bit laggy. Okay, so yeah, welcome everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Now, in terms of this morning, let's take a look. Forex Factory. So yeah, we don't have actually much news this morning, which is great. So it means we can get really pretty much straight into it. We discussed that the buys for GJ are looking good. Looking like above 424 is where I'd look to take potential trades. Take a look at the 15. Let's see why I said this. Let's take a look. Yeah, back above the supports. Nice clean zones above, and actually, even furthermore, you can get up to one. Let me just stop this and see now if I'm recording. It might like it a bit more. But yeah, that's not too bad in terms of the zone above, and that'll be breaking the daily highs. That'll be continuing, and it'll be looking pretty good. So hopefully, if you get above there, that would be great. Looking like we're going to be already nearly breaking the 4-hour previous high as well. Did the Asian session pull down? Yeah, it did. That was nice. Made a nice wick on the daily as well. And in terms of gold, we expect that this weekly candle here did make a lower wick, and it already kind of has, which is great. Let's just see if this doesn't lag out one more time. If not, I'm going to have to leave it. The reason why I want Zoom is obviously I want people in it, but also for the annotation. So yeah, I expect this this weekly candle to make the lower wick, then reflip and drive to the high. Okay, this is right. I'm gonna have to get off the Zoom. Fuck's sake, I don't know why it just doesn't work right now. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking for on the daily time frame, for us to make a lower wick, which we kind of already have, then reflip and drive. Obviously, in terms of Asian, we didn't move too much, but that's fine for us. If we look to the left hand side, let's see. If we look to the left hand side, where have we came back down before? I mean, we could maybe retrace to 38. But it looks like, yeah, around 47 is probably most likely before we push, right? Looks like we come here before we drive. So, yeah, 48 is not too far away. Potentially back down to there, and then maybe seeing some bullish structure. Some nice stronger candles. You can maybe get in a bit earlier. But realistically right now, yeah, the 4 hours closed bearish below support. So we've got to be a little bit careful, because you can see here we broke below this level. So, but that's hunky-dory. Been trading gold since 2 a.m. and made 2 bills so far. Very nice. Very nice. Let me just do this here. Oh, your camera's froze good now. Yeah, for some reason Zoom just lags out OBS for some fucking reason. It's rather annoying, but that's fine. I'll have to sort it. There's some little trick that I can make it work, but for some reason it's not at the moment. So yeah, it's kind of, again, it's looking at gold. The 4 hour has closed back below resistance here, so and that's fine. And we can maybe get to 48 here, but then when we start to come back up, reject just like it did, like kind of here, then we'll look for the buys. But yeah, you can see, so what I like with this GJ here, can you see that we're respecting this 4-hour support? Okay, this is a little bit choppy here to see, because I think it opened with a gap, but we're still holding this support, so it's still really, really nice for that. It's very nice. We've got GJ news tomorrow, don't we? We've got pound news tomorrow. Yeah, 7 AM. Claim account change. It's not the biggest amount of news, but that's fine. But yeah, my target is really to 733 today, really. So we'll have to see when we get that. See some, hopefully, some nice bullish candles to push us above 440. And then we'll be back above this res, and then we'll have a nice clean push, hopefully, to 733. And that'll be the trade of the day for moi. How does this look on the 15 here? Yeah, closure above push. So it's not bad at all. And it means as well, yeah, again, we'll be breaking the daily high, the weekly previous high, which is nice. But again, you know, it is, you know, I wouldn't mind us coming a little bit further down first, making that low wick, just like what gold's done. Like, if you look at the weekly here, this is good. The weekly candle's already making the lower wick, which is very nice for us. Tips for Forex beginners, I started a couple of weeks ago. Focus on one pair. Focus on one pair. That would be the easiest way to start. And use all the time frames, right? Use all of the time frames. Look at the daily, look at the weekly, see where things are going. It means, you know, again, I always say paint a picture. And, you know, the more paintbrushes you have, the more time frames you have, the better kind of story you're going to be able to see, the better picture you're going to explain. So, yeah, use all the time frames. Like, I go through all of them, right? Makes it that little bit easier. So before we had a little bit of resistance here, a little bit of an order block there as well. But in terms of where I'd want to take the buys back above, I mean, yeah, it's going to be above this grey line, isn't it? So like 65, really. And that would make sense, actually. That would be back above Asian high, potentially earliest. Yeah, 65 would be not bad. But if I miss that one, then again, I'll just wait for 78. Because 65, if you think about it, yeah, we're back above here. Back above all these supports. And then you can maybe get the drive to 78. And it's pretty clean here as well. So yeah, that's not bad. Maybe break even like there. Okay, because if you think about it, when we push, that's the first resistance we have. A little bit of support here, a little bit of rejection there. So that's probably the first res you can get to. And that's like 7 pips away, 70 pips away, isn't it? Yeah. So that's not bad at all. 70 pips already. There. No. Do you go live daily? I go live pretty much when I want to now, but it's like this week is Monday, Tuesday, Friday. What pair is this? This is gold. Yeah, you should see it there. So this GJ is about to break the 4-hour previous high, which is good, but again, I want it kind of above this res as well. And you can see we're just consolidating a little bit, but it looks promising. Looks like we're gonna get there, I think. Nice rejection on the Asian session. It was beautiful. Do you have a Discord or a Telegram or anything? Yeah, I've got a Telegram. It's in the link. But yeah, I think this is nice. If we go and tap 48 first and then look for buys, that would be perfect. that is where we should go, because again, it's loads of 4-hour support. And then, you know, when you have stops below 47, 46, it'd be pretty safe stops because it's so strong. It would be very good. So yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, employment claims, core CPI, and then Friday's chill. Very good. Not a bad week. Not a bad week, I think. Do you expect to accumulate between 38 and 41? I just said I wanted to go tap 48. That's what I really care about. I mean, could it come further? Yeah, it can. I mean, maybe 38 as well. But pretty much after that, I'd be looking for the buys. But again, there's no rush, right? The 4-hour candle's still closed bearish, so we chilling. You know, all these 4-hour candles closed bullish, then pushed, so we got some time. But I'm just happy the daily candle's making that low weight to start the day off. To kick it into gear. Right, let's have this brew, boy. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's nice. I bought a whiteboard and it is fucking huge. It is so big. I might have it behind me in some streams though, with certain things. But it's a little bit too large, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite big for the room. I'll show you it over here. See it over there. It's fucking huge. Shit is wild, bruh. But to do some videos like in some of the rooms in this building, like some nice YouTube videos and shit. Nice whiteboard to draw the candles on, boy. Thank you all for subscribers on YouTube and on TikTok. We're doing well. But yeah, this is kind of the waiting game. Kind of wanted to get in on earlier this week just to really get in the zone. But what will happen is, hopefully towards London session, we'll get some sort of movement. There was last week. There was some here. Nothing too. What I said on people for GJ was that we kept on making a lot of the main moves through Asian session on GJ, apart from the last day where I took these buys here, which were nice. Yeah, the last trade I took last week was this one here. I got in there, streamed it for you guys, like this. Yeah. And if that wasn't the Friday, I probably would have held on the runner because, again, as I said, the zone was clean above. But it wasn't bad. It's like 20 pips or so. And just retesting the support. The 4-hour candle was still bullish. Reflipping bullish, holding this support. So it was good. It was good. Let's take a look over here. So yeah, I think the next thing is just to wait patiently. Hopefully we can get that push down on gold. But it means that if you do that for this week, that's the best part of doing it at the start of this week. Then we can just continue the buys, and that would be great. That would be spiffing. But yeah, May so far has been okay. I mean, I had a couple L's on it. I'd say it's been a little bit slower, but mainly for the fact that daily candles, like, I mean, GJ has been good here, and I took the buys here, and these have been nice trades. But Gold has been a little bit harder in this area. It couldn't pick its direction. The only trade when it was good was when this candle closed above. Yeah, and off the rip buys were nice through. Even London session, they were good. They were very nice. But yeah, I'm starting to look at that a little bit more when you get like an obvious closure above zones, and then the, you know, Asian session just pushes, because it tends to do that quite quickly. So what you could do is swing it. I mean, you could even just take a buy there. Stop loss below. You've got a 1-to-1? No, not really. Not yet anyway. So yeah, coming down now. Goldie, good stuff, good stuff. Keep it going, keep it going. So you'd want to see, like, you know, again, you always want retracements, right? Especially at the start of the weeks. And then probably something like this. Look for support to form, just like it did here. Made a high, came down, made support, and then pushed. And then you've got to be patient to see where you'd want the buys. And the most important thing is, yeah, waiting. Don't just try and, you know, if gold comes down to here and you think, oh, look at support, just buy it. And, like, there's no point. Okay, you got to wait, because again, if you think about it in terms of what things you got on your side, you've got, well, the weekly's bearish, the daily's bearish, the 4 hours bearish, the hourly's bearish, the 30 minutes bearish, the 15 minutes is bearish. So taking a buy when everything's bearish is probably not the best. You got to wait for change in flips. The main issue with taking buys before even 57 is because now it's back below it. It could make it as resistance. So you could see price coming back up here thinking that it's a buy, but actually it rejects here. So this is quite a critical level here. So you've got to make sure that when you're looking for the buys, you've got to wait until you get back above this level, because it could cause issues there. So yeah, it would be back above here when we break that 4 hour high, go to 65 again, back above these wicks as well, starting to go above the support. That's when you can really see some trades looking good. So these are nice candles, looking like they're starting to close bullish. 4 hours about to break previous 4 hour high, which is a good sign. The daily candle's bullish, the weekly's bullish. Looks good. The reason why I don't want to get in any earlier is because I think there's quite a bit of yeah, this support, I suppose it's not too bad, but this resistance slash support 424 is probably the reason. Also the fact that it's just made its own range here, right? So we're right at Asian high now. Broke the 4 hour highs, but I think yeah, I'd want it to come a little bit higher. But the good thing is that we are respecting this 100 here, which is great. In terms of the small account that I was growing, I had a little bit of an L with gold, and it kind of fucked me in terms of over risking. So what I've done is I've half risked now. So if you take a look here, when I started, then I took these 2 L's here, which is a lot, which spiked me out, which was a fucker anyway. It worked out after because I re-entered and took these trades here. But yeah, I'm going to half risk on gold here, so not a 0.3 anymore, 0.15. 0.3 on gold was just too much on this account at the moment. That's fine, as long as I know that. And then back in business with gold and GJ here. But still, £364 Profit so far, and only started on the 22nd of April. The £600 deposit, so we're going to keep on running this up. YouTube video coming shortly on it as well, after the first month. Gold will go up soon. I think it's still going to go to 47 first, I'm not going to lie. Think about the actual candles we've got here, they're pretty clean down. If I was bearish on gold, these sells wouldn't be too bad because they move quite quick. Can you see? Push down quickly, push down quickly, push up quickly, push down quickly. So it's quite a simple zone. Right, let's just do one fun song to get us upbeat and in the mood, because I've been this song was played in my head all night last night, and I keep on playing it, bro. It's so good. Better on a beat. Oh. Monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rat nigga, he a freak though, man down, call a amber lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the just leave this for the time being. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the scope. This is so fire, this song, bro. I hit it like a little. Sell black wine. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wow. Good to see you back, Max. Thank you, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, life is good now, man. I'm in the best shape of my life, nearly. We're getting there. And I'm loving my other job as well, man. I have the best of both worlds now. I trade in the day, and it's sick. They not like us. 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 So 7 o'clock, new hourly candles just opened. I think that Oakland show will be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that some P-rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. So you can see the reason why I want it to close above 420, because look here. If we close above, we drive. Close here, we drive. So very clean above there. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fuck no Wayne grower, he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. Oh yeah. Down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of watch. Yeah, it's all eyes on me. I'm in at the block. Hey, put the roll of me on me. I'ma get him drop. Hey. How many stacks do I really have in stock? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5, 8. Devil is a lie. Here, God, 8. Freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Oh my God. That bit there is the best bit, bro. And he goes really like ham. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Put the roll, let me on me, I'ma get him drop. Sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. How many stocks do I really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5, 8. Devil is a lie. Here 69 God. Freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. City is back up, it's a movie outside. They're not like us. They're like us. So this hourly candle, you know, for me, nothing really to get into. I mean, support holding here, you could really potentially have gone for it, but I'm just gonna wait for 424. and then we'll be clear. You're not going for a short on what, my man? Gold? GJ? When you need a check balance, let me check it down. Future when you didn't see the club. Little baby, getting lingo up. Street cred. Like you a slime in your head. Quavo said you can be from north side. What 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. So looking like we're gonna be about to break the daily previous high on GJ. GJ's looking rampant, which is good. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your lives. Break that break that daily high, boy. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your lives. Hey, 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 run for your lives. Let me say OVO. OVO. Say OVO. OVO. Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are you locked in? What a tune, what a tune, what a tune. Right, none of that anymore because I'll get banned as usual. I hate YouTube with the copyright music, it's well annoying. It's a pain in the ass. So looking like we haven't broke the high on the daily yet on GJ, but it's still looking good, man. Still forming. And I just want this goalie to just push a little bit further. Come on. Because the issue you have is that every single time that we push up, right, we always come back to this support before we drive up. So if this thing just started ripping, you would have in the back of your mind, man, I wish we had this lower wick of the daily and the weekly to go retest here before we start pushing, because that'll give me the liquidity to push and also the stop that I can use. You know? You see these candles here mirrored so nicely on Friday. That was good. Very nice. Friday was the only good day and I was busy doing work at the time, so a little bit of an L. But in terms of Friday, where would I have taken the trade? I think it was above 50. Yeah, maybe the break of this high at 6:45 is quite early on, wasn't it? Let's take a look on the 15. Doo-doo. I mean, yeah, it would have been straight off the rip, I think. Maybe 2355. When we close above this Asian session high. Potentially. Morning, Max. Morning, Michaela FX. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Good morning. The weather's gone back to shit again. In Leeds, it was thunderstorming last night. That was nice. It was the worst sleep of my life. So look at this little order blocks holding on goalie for people that like that. But again, as I say, I just want this to come down just that little bit further. Back below, boy. And then once we close back above 65, then we've got to push to 72 really. And then 78. So it's quite nice above here. Makes things a little easier for us. Stop loss matters, what are you doing here? What do you mean, brother? Look at this daily though. I mean, good target is 196,300 on the daily here, because that's where the retest is of this celery play. That's where you should at least get to. We're going to break this high now. Yes. So broke the daily previous high, which is a good sign. Okay, good sign of bullish structure to come. Very good. How big would the stops be if I got here? 70 pips, quite large. The zone's reasonable though. Here you go, there's a top wick on gold. Come on, push down, boy. When gold is bullish, you always want the retracements because it just gives you more room for the buys later on. So it's great that it's doing this, especially in the weekly. Really good to go push down first. But we, again, as I said before, the monthly candle, we want it to just go fill the previous monthly, right? 2,434 would be where you need it to get back up to, really. How come you not on YouTube? I am on YouTube as well. I'm just doing both. Are you still using MNW patterns? Nah, man. I've gone back to the basics. Yeah, I got lost in Brian's bullshit. So you can see, yeah, daily supports are like 44 here. You can see when we came down before. So, yeah. Looks good, looks good. There's nothing much more anymore, is there here? No, it's not too bad. Right, I'm going to quickly go make Caitlin a little coffee for her waking up. That'll be 2 minutes. We've still got some time left. As I said, we need to wait for buys above 424 on GJ and gold. I've got to wait for a retracement first and then potentially buys above like here. So we've got a while. Good morning, Cabello. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, good morning. Back to support and resistance. Yeah, man, it's just so much easier. Win rate is so much higher, and it's just simple, right? Simple. Yeah, I'm flat. You made me get lost, Bri. Blame it on you, brother. I'm trying to get this fucking Zoom to work, but it just doesn't like the computer now. It's just not having it. Like I go on, it'll just lag out. Let's see again. Try it one more time. That might be it. Yeah, the stereo again. Let's see if it lags out. Please don't say it lags out. I love doing the annotation tools in Zoom, man. It makes it so much easier. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, these gold buys on Thursday were so nice. I was just fucked off by that. I got Zoom is gone again. Why does it do it? I just don't know what it's even trying to do. It seems to just disconnect everything. Let's see. Optimize video clip. Let's try that one. Right. I'll go make a coffee and see if it comes back and it's working or not. But yeah, still waiting for this. I think this GJ we're going to get to. The only issue is a little bit of FOREX. Yeah, fuck Zoom. Fuck Zoom. I got it to work a couple of days ago. I don't know how. It just doesn't like OBS for some reason. Oh well. I like these buys at 2, 3, 4, 9 and gold if we hold. Yeah. Yeah. The issue is 4.9. Like you know, if you look at where we actually pushed to last time, we do come even further. You know, we do even get to 38 really. So it could be a bearish day, depending on how we reject off it. But it's time, brother. Right, I'm quickly gonna make her a coffee. Be 2 minutes. 12 minutes. Down, down. Here we go. Looks like goldie's pushed. Yes, very nice. Could you have taken those sells there? You could have. However, it's just, you know, again, it's a bit, it's a little bit harder in terms of the direction. I like being with the direction of the whole day, and I know that yeah, you could get to 48. You could maybe have gone for it because you know it's clean, like I said before. It's just when you get the rejection, you're going to be in the wrong end of the stick of the daily, you know, because the daily closed bullish. Makes it a little bit harder. Because you still know, right, the daily candles close bullish. We should make the lower wick and then reflip and drive. So if you get caught in the lower wick of the daily, you're just gonna get done in. You know? GJ's had a little 15-minute closure above. 11 minutes left for 1/2 past. So it looks like probably London Open may get there, which is good. But yeah, one thing that I've noticed recently is I've been really liking the trades later on in the day Can you see here, like, every single trade that I take, especially GJ, is like 4 o'clock? Because it normally finishes off the day through, like, it continues the drive, like, after 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. Yeah, I quite like it. And normally back in the day, I would just, like, leave it after 2 o'clock, but actually a lot of the trades could come in, like, 4. If you do that little time zone one, let's see. See if I can find the time zones. What would it be called? This is between. Alright, so. Oh, this is shit. This is eating. No, cancel. Time zone. Here we go. Let's see. Let's just love it further below. Let's do this. Yeah, so can you see, I mean, let's just take a look at GJ here. So there's quite a lot of movement in this time that I've noticed. Like, look at this. Obviously, when we're ranging, there was fuck all, but in terms of 4:30 overall, there's a lot of movement at the end of London session. Because that's when London closes, right? You can see, like on Friday when I took this one, there's quite a nice bit of movement at that time. So looking like GJ's having a little bit of rejection here. Again, it is a resistance. The hourly hasn't closed above anything, so you know that's fair. That's what will happen probably. So what days are the biggest days for news? So it's Wednesday. And probably Thursday for unemployment claims, looks like. There's core PPI as well. It's quite a lot of Goldie news. But I'm just happy, you know, the start of May was a little bit harder, but you know what I actually say is I'm going to start to look at, because obviously when you look at the dailies and all that kind of stuff, you know, it's nice when it's just clean and in terms of closures. But when we start to range, you know, you can take advantage of it 100%. It's just how do you get the signs that you're going to range? And it would be coming from kind of random candles starting to close in the higher time frames. But when we were down here, we just fucking bounced off resistances constantly and supports constantly. We did it for ages. Like in this bit here, it was wild. Look at this. Every single time we touched 2,320, we just rejected and then went to support at 2,307. You could have made 130 pips every single time. Which is quite wild, to be honest. Yeah, I suppose, look, the 4 hours were choppy here. You could, when you start to see the 4 hours being choppy, you can start to really potentially use the range. And once you get one, you can kind of go for all of them, right? Because let's take a look at the 15. Yeah, so the 15 held them all. Look for rejection. This first one was a little bit harder because it just drove. But once you come back up, get the rejection, Yeet. That was the fake out, wasn't it? Is that the one that I did the video on? I think it is. Yeah, it was a nice little zone there. I was just holding. I'll get rid of this now because you get the gist. We need to see the candles a little bit more. So, yeah, I mean, the 4 hours still has a little bit of time to drive further down. Again, it's not even London open yet. It's still before. It's still pre-London, so it still has quite a lot of time. No. But again, can you see the Asian session has like quite a big bearish spike downs? It's done it here. It did it kind of here. They've had some quite big pullbacks, and then obviously the continuation's been quite nice. But this whole way up on GJ has been good, man. Every single time it's been clean, you know. We have a resistance, we close above it, we retest, we then continue. Resistance, retest, previous zone, continue. Retest, previous zone, continue. And then now we're kind of at a treble top here. But after we retested this one and closed bullish here, I was like, right, we're gonna go back to these highs again. Stop loss below. It was very nice on Friday. So if this candle closes in 3 minutes time, it's still quite a small candle. There's no real structure unless we get that last push in 3 minutes time. It's still a little bit slower on the old sells over here, but that's to be expected because again the daily's closed bullish. We don't expect these sells to be massive. We just expect the pullback, which is what we're getting. So could you get above 57? Well, there's a little bit of resistance here. And obviously this zone from 58 to 65 is okay. I mean, there's quite a lot of wicks here. But if you've got a closure, there's only the issue is there's a minor resistance here as well. So it makes that zone a little bit smaller. Again, support here is 61. That's only 20 pips now. So that's why I kind of want to wait to get 65, and then you got the whole range above. So there we go, 50 minutes made a lower wick. It's quite a nice lower wick there as well. Showing the rejection of the previous zone as well, which is good. Oh, he's going on holiday. Beautiful. What are you trading? Gold and GJ, my man. These are the two pairs that I learned to trade, and just keep with them, really. They normally move quite a lot. You know, you need to take a pair that moves a lot, right? If you're wanting to take trades, don't pick a pair that doesn't move. You gotta have the movement. This is good. 50 minutes just flipped here, closing in 30 seconds. So 30-minute closed above, should drive now. But again, as I said, I kind of want this zone to break because there is resistance at 420 and it's only like 10 pips away. You could maybe go for it, but I want to wait until you get above 420. We've got such a nicer zone above 30 pips here. Thank you so much for the views on TikTok, man. 1,000 views already. Damn. TikTok's OP. It's OP, man. How you doing, Max? I'm good, brother. How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Let's just make sure there's nothing at 8 o'clock. Yeah, some Swiss news, but that's it. The dip of NAS, does it reflect positively or negatively on golds? That kind of conversation, I don't know. I feel there's no point in looking at another pair and thinking how's that going to affect either one, because again, you'll know by the candles printing in gold, right? You know, you don't need to look at another pair, because what you may do is you might look at the other pair and go, oh, it's gone bearish, and I've seen gold go bearish when NAS goes bearish, and then you just take a sell. It's like, so your whole trade idea is because one pair's moved, I'm gonna take the other pair which hasn't moved yet. It's like, well, why hasn't it moved yet? So it's, I wouldn't waste your time and energy trying to figure out why, you know, NAS moves and does gold move with it, or does it go opposite? Just focus on the candles of gold, right? You know, because like, imagine that NAS is right pushing down so bearish, but gold's printing bullish. It's like, well, you know, it's not giving you any signs of bearish, so what's the point? So 50-minute close bullish on gold, first bullish candle. These 15s coming down are very small, can you see? Very, very small. But again, as I say, I wouldn't want to be taking sells anymore. Maybe the sells from there to there, because now you get into this wick area here. Okay. Let me just highlight it. So can you see there's wicks here? Wicks here. Wicks here. Which means that price will, you know, reject quite hard on that area. So if you're in a sell like here and you haven't closed anything, you know, once this gold starts running up, it's probably like you're gonna, you know, it's gonna have a significant push, and you're gonna be pissed off you didn't take any positions from it, right? You know? Okay, looking like we may be flipping this. The 30-minute still has no top wicks. It's still likely in the next 26 minutes or so it's going to make one. And that could be then your next entry, really. But looking at this 15's rejected hard. Start of this 30. See how it reacts to here. I've just woken up bullish and a slight of dip on gold. It's not a slight dip, right? Remember what gold is printing. It's not a dip, it's just a lower wick of the daily, right? We're just coming down. Okay? Again, you know, in all charts, when you have a big push, can you see how big this push was? You get some retracement, right? That just happens. So when price retraces, it's not bearish, right? It's just pulling back a little bit to then continue later on. Your whole kind of place to be a trader is to find where it's going to probably pull back, and then when you start to see the bullish signs, get back in it. Okay? But all the people that I knew and beginners, they'd be like, "Oh, gold's bearish today. Look, the bearish. It's bearish. I'm going to take sells." It's like, well, yeah, it is bearish right now, but towards the end of the day, I highly doubt it will be. Because the daily closed bullish, right? The previous daily closed bullish. We're just making a low wick, which every daily candle does. This one's probably more of a pullback than others because it's the start of the week. But the weekly candle again, the weekly candle closed bullish above previous weekly. So retesting maybe on this previous weekly resistance makes sense. To then reflip drive and push to 2392. So don't get kind of caught in looking at sells on gold when actually it's still very much bullish. It's just pulling back a little bit. Wow, thank you very much for the gifts. Oh my god. There's some gifts in the chat. Jeez. Gold USD not in eToro. I don't know why I use eToro. eToro is more like stocks and shit, isn't it? Support and resistance? Yeah, man. Yeah, brother. That's all you kind of need. So it is interesting, these gold candles, because they're getting smaller and smaller. Already starting to run out of fuel in the cells. But it should still go and tap 47 here. It's previous res. Daily actually closed below resistance, so waiting for clear setups. Closed below resistance? Yeah, would you say maybe this support here? Yeah, potentially. It's a little bit choppy here on the daily, if I'm honest, in terms of supports, but there is one there. Very true. Very true. Oh, look at this GJ rejecting. This GJ's rejecting. Last previous candle closed 4 hour bearish. My only issue with sells on GJ is the fact that this 4 hour support here is huge. I really respect it. We did it here. Can you see price came down, made some wicks, rejected, came back up. Obviously, it's not the nicest candles right now because look. 4 hour bullish, 4 hour bearish, 4 hour bullish, 4 hour bearish. Okay, so in terms of 4 hour closures, it's a little bit hard right now. And that's why you've got to be wait. You know, you gotta wait a little bit more. We'll see 25 on gold this week. 25? What the fuck is 25, bruh? 2325 or 2500? What you telling me, son? Interesting. So it's rejected quite hard here on GJ. Still though, there's still no top wick on the 30 here. Still no top wick. Still got 22 minutes left. Still got a lot of time in the candle. So you trade GU now. I just trade gold and GG. That's how I learned from Mr. Banks over here. So we have 20 something minutes for London session open, which hopefully brings in a bit of volume. That would be nice. Do. So it's just in this little bit of consolidation here, and again, I wouldn't want to be taking sells at 195 either because of this big support. So it's just a waiting game. What does 3 BE mean? Break even, my man. Yeah, like I took break even trades. 2351.36, 2353. And 2357. Yeah. I mean, realistically, here we should go and retest this here. When we looked at back testing, when you get a celery like this, so when price breaks the previous low or contradicting time frames, you normally go retest it. Like, can you see this one here? We didn't break the low, but it kind of still retraces back up to this level. So you can find another one. No. Yeah, like here, can you see? Candle closes bearish. Next one breaks the high. Bullish. We always go back and test it. So it's likely to go do that before selling more anyway. But this is perfect. If you take a look at the weekly outlook, which I filmed in the group, so first things first, I discussed that the there are always, you know, as long as we go, yeah, basically discussed that the daily, I'd want the daily candle to retrace. For the start of this week, makes it a little bit easier for the weekly to then drive in the later days. So what I'll do later on as well, because I've got other stuff to do in the day, is I'll have alerts on. So I'll keep this alert on 400 here if we don't get to there. So then later on I can just execute. In terms of gold, I'll probably have an alerts on like above probably 61. Because I really want to get in like 65 to get back to the high at 75. That would be 100 pips in the bank. That would be great. So, another thing, right? If this candle closes back in the zone, it'll be a fake out, right? Because it's closed above. Okay, so it'll be something like this. However, so it'll be like this. Okay. However, would I want to take this fake out? Well, no, because it's not in my bias, right? I'm still bullish on gold at GJ. The daily just broke the previous high. The 4 hours just broke the previous high. Okay, so in terms of taking fake outs, I only take the ones that make sense with the analysis. So if I'm looking for sells on the day and we get a fake out and it makes sense in higher time frames on my side, then I'd take it. But if it's, you know, just pulling back, it doesn't make sense for me, right? Everything's still bullish. Okay, the daily's still bullish, the weekly's still bullish. We've already broke the previous high, so it doesn't make sense for me to take that. But there's one on my Instagram, I think it was, that I discussed The GJ, since it's currently trade higher, 194.2, expect to see 196.45. Well, that would be great. 196.45. I've got 196.100 that I want it to go to today. Hopefully, anyway. GJ looks bearish on the 1 hour now. I mean, does it look bearish in the 1 hour? The last candle closed bullish, right? Yeah, it didn't close above anything. This candle, yeah, it's pulled back. It's still doji, but it hasn't closed yet. So I wouldn't say it looks bearish yet. It's still making, you know, if you think about it. This is a low. This is a high. Sorry, this is a high. This is a higher low. This is a higher high. We're still stepping up, right? So there's nothing bearish yet unless we start breaking these lows and these lows. Okay? So just because one candle's looking like it's flipping bearish doesn't mean that's bearish, right? This candle's still got 14 minutes left. It still has 14 minutes to make a top wick and drive. So, you know, don't count your chickens for sales yet. This candle's most likely going to still make this top wick. Why? Well, look at the candles, right? Look at all these candles. Every single candle has a top wick and a bottom wick, really. This one has maybe a little bit of a little nipper wick. I gotta maybe check on MetaTrader, see. Yeah, I suppose it has a little wick. So it kind of already has one. So ignore me. So 50-minute close back below. 30 minutes still open. It's out of legs, bro. Oh my god, you guys are sending me gifts and shit. Damn, thank you. Why is Asian high and lows important? How do you use that as information? I mean, again, it's just extra confluence. Some people like using it to take buys off the 50%. I think for me, I just like seeing what the Asian session's done. If Asian sessions moved a significant amount, it normally means that London's a bit slower, so I normally be cautious. So you can see here, like we had a massive push down, came back, ranges through London, and then comes up and maybe pre-NY. So it's like when there's big moves through Asian, it's normally just to give me an identification of what's going on in the day. I just like seeing it, to be honest. I just like looking at it, see what Asian's done. And if Asian sessions maybe a little bit slower, London normally has a lot of volume. But you can see recently, I mean, you can see here, look, Asian session didn't do anything, and then London pushed. But when you can see that recently, Asian sessions moved a lot. You can see it's moved quite a lot in recent times. Okay, here we go. Goalie coming down to 48. This is like where I expect it to come to, so very nice. Very, very nice. And this is where I would not want to be taking any sells. I mean, it could still get to 38. We've discussed that it does actually push to 38. It's just, again, my bias is bullish. I'm waiting for the buys. I'm waiting for the buys. And that might be, NY might be later on, maybe London close, but I want to see this reaction. I want to see the daily candle reflip. Then we'll be guns blazing. So if you're happy with taking the sells this morning, where would you have got in? Let's take a look. So I want to see clean zones. So yeah, so what it would probably be is it would be below this. this support, because obviously, you know, if you get that closure below there, then you can drive. Let's take a look and see where that would be. Yeah, so it would be this closure there, potentially. Or if you wanted it below this resistance, you could have waited there. And again, stops wouldn't be that big because you know that it could still reverse, but obviously you do likely go tap 48 first. So that would have been the trade if you're looking for sells to go retest. But again, you can take the sells all you want. It's just as long as you know where it's going and why it's going there, then it's fine. For me anyway. Bro, I want to share you something about candles if you allow me. Sure. Can I still enter in a sell right now? I think you've missed the boat. Because the 4-hour candle's at support now. Okay? Just look to the left hand side, right? Don't ask me. Just look, right? If this is the 4-hour chart, you know 4-hour is very strong, right? 4-hour is very strong confirmation. Now, if you look to the left-hand side, what was this? Well, this was resistance, right? So it's a key level. So when we come back to it, when we're above it, it could act as support. Again, look to the left-hand side here. When price came down, we acted as support here. We rejected and then flew. Yes, we did come back down to 38 in these levels, but again, you can still see it's a major support around these areas here. And in terms of taking sells, you'd rather get the trade from there to there, back down to support, than try and hold these sells. And if it doesn't work out, you're going to get a significant loss. Okay, so it's better to just look to the left hand side, man. See what happened before. We came down here, and then we rejected. So this is where you don't want to be taking sells in this area. Okay, so we've got 9 minutes left for London Open. Oh, my triceps are sore today. Fuck. Feeling sore, man. You reckon gold is still going to drop? Oh my god, please. Did you listen to what I said? It's at support. I don't care anymore, man. It could go 38. That'll be great. Bro, why are you not streaming regularly? I've got another job, bro. Man's working. So I just stream when I want. Less pressure now, I like it. Just chill. Morning. When gold sells and NQ buys right now. Very nice, very nice. What the fuck is NQ? New Zealand what? NQ? What the hell is that? Make sure you like the stream, guys. Tap the screen if you're on TikTok and like on YouTube if you guys haven't already. Coming towards London Open in 8 minutes time. Looking like GJ is significantly rejecting. This 4-hour may reflip. It'd be a little bit harder now. Looking like it's found its range, eh? Gotta wait for it to break. Hopefully above. I want to get in here. Because this zone is clean. If it comes down though, again. What do I think? Well, okay, so let's just say that this fake out comes. Well, the hourly candle, yeah, hourly would have closed bearish. 4-hour maybe reflipping. Last one closed bearish. It could maybe reflip. It could maybe fill this 4-hour wick there. My only issue is this. Major 4-hour support. Taking a sell there is risky business. Okay, especially for the fact that the daily's closed bullish, the weekly's closed bullish. Okay, the weekly's already broke the previous weekly high. The daily candles broke the previous daily high. It's still very much bullish, right? And the reason why I avoid it is because when I looked at my trading journal, I haven't actually updated this in a while, to be fair, I've been busy. But when I update my trading journal, so like this one here, The trades that I would take losing trades on would be because I was counter trend. I was going against the trend of the day or the 4 hour or whatever. And, you know, what do you say to your trading journal after? Yeah, I got slapped because I wasn't with the trend. So it kind of when you start seeing it and visualizing it, you go, you know what, I'd rather just be on the side of the higher time frames. And that's also why, you know, having bigger stops when you're with the trend is good, because you've always got the trend on your side. So yeah, it might have a pullback, but you know that overall you're bullish. You're going to be fine most times. Are you British? Yes. Yeah. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go follow the Instagram, post all the little stories and stuff like that. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go follow it. Post all my content there. It's good fun. It's very fun. Are you planning on taking a buy anytime soon? No. No. Again, I need the supports to form. I need bullish. Look, there's not one bullish candle yet. How can I take a buy when there's nothing bullish? I gotta wait. If this candle rips down the whole way, then I'm not taking buys, right? I've got to wait for things to come back on my side, right? I think we're gonna be bullish for this day. I may be wrong, but that's the whole part of it, right? But once I start to see, let's just say the next 4 hour candle closes bullish, the daily candle's reflipping bullish, you know, we close back above 65, then I'm gonna be in, right? If it doesn't do that, then yeah, that's fine. Bro, where to put stops? I asked you about it on Instagram. So in terms of stop losses, right? This is my situation. So let's just see. Let me just show you an example. This is quite a hard one, to be fair. You've got to look to the left hand side and see when it doesn't work. Where does it come back to? So let me just try and see. Okay, let me just go above here. Okay, so can you see the support is 65, 2365, right? 2365. So let's just say you weren't there, we haven't been there, right? And this is the closure, and you wanted to take a buy here, okay? Well, you've been told, obviously, you know, maybe do the previous hourly low. But what I would look and recommend is looking at the left-hand side and seeing what happens when it doesn't, you know, what's the lowest point when it closes above this level, still works out, but has a retracement. So if you take a look to the left-hand side, right, can you see that this still drove all the way up, but it did come back down to here. So realistically, the lowest point is, the lowest point in here is 62 to cover these wicks in. But again, we come down a little bit further to 61. Okay, and then we wick all the way down to 55. Now, you know, in terms of that, you'd want your stop below 55, right? Because that clears everything. Okay. And then there you go, right? So even if this rejected, look, and you can see it came all the way down, but it never broke 55 because that's the low of everything. So that's where you kind of get your data on, right? If it doesn't push straight away and it retraces, where does it go to without breaking structure completely? And you can see we dip all the way down to here, and then we continue. You know, so that's kind of where you'd want your stops. So I would say it's less based now on, you know, previous low. Even to be fair, this is previous hourly low anyway, so that would have worked out nice. But it's more on where's the lowest point for this to still continue and work. Okay. Because I remember you took the same trade as me. I think it was on GJ, and your stop just got hit because you had it on the previous hourly low. But it was more based on the 4 hour and different things. Because you can see here, look, that low that I discussed there, 55, is this, isn't it? It's right around here. It's below these 4 hour supports. So you got all that 4 hour support to hold to still continue and work. So yeah, it's up to you. But again, if you're thinking that you're getting stopped out too much, then your stops are too big. Sorry, your stops are too small. You know, increase them a little bit by looking at the left hand side and deciding. Are you from Manchester? No, I'm from Newcastle. Wouldn't the price gather the liquidity from the earlier candles if you look at the 4-hour time frame? I don't really know what you mean, brother. So we're closing right now, 30 seconds time. GJ is going to close bearish back in the zone, and gold is going to close bearish at 49. Very nice. So nothing really that I want to take right now. We've got to wait patiently. And this is it, right? In terms of the buys on GJ, right? Easy buys, you know, you could have got a buy down here. There was buys. I mean, we just took buys all the way up. I mean, there's probably some there, right? Simple. I took this buy here. Okay, so there's buys all the way up. When you start to see candles that are not giving you opportunities, okay, in terms of direction, we have a resistance here and we have like support here. It's your time to wait. Be critical. Wait for price to pick direction, close above or close below. Okay. If you're a range trader and you're a good range trader, go for it. But in terms of newbies and beginners, don't be trying to picture where price is going when all you're doing in the higher time frame is ranging. You could stay in this range for ages. You've got to wait for it to break structure and then take the buys. And that's what I'm going to be doing. That's why I want the buys above 424. And then we can drive to 196, okay? But the hardest part of trading is waiting, not taking nothing, because there's nothing there in your plan, okay? And again, if someone takes trades and someone goes, "Oh, look, I took these gold cells down," it's like, great, amazing, okay? If it's in your plan, great. If it's not, then relax, brother. You come live on YouTube? Yes, I'm on live on YouTube right now. Hey, what system do you trade? More support and resistance, man. Just looking to the left, clean candles. Raja Banks trades. Looking at higher time frames. Just everything, man. So we've got 2 hours left of this 4 hour, if you think about it. So there's still a lot of time for this to reflip later on. Let's take a look then. So London volume looking pretty washed so far, but it's only 2 minutes in. Don't want to jinx it. Looking like we touched some sort of order block here, which is good. Come on, push, boy. Let's get these buys up and running for GJ today. But 424 would be great. Do you trade futures? No. The reason why I don't trade futures is because futures is based on price later on, right? It's based on price in you know, depending on what time frame, right? I'm assuming it's kind of it's you know, futures and options. So there's no data. You know, you have to predict what happens in later times. Or what if a random news comes out and you haven't took into account this? You know, how are you going to guess what price is in 2 hours time? Whereas Forex, you're following the day. You're not trying to beat it. You're trying to just follow the trend. You're trying to work out, you know, if I think that gold's going to go bullish sometime today, that's fine. But I got to wait for the flip to actually occur, and then I can look to take it. Not just guess, oh, I think it's going to flip. This, you know, this daily candle here on gold could break the previous daily low. That's a big change of structure. And then drive down to 38. I don't know yet, right? But the good thing is that I'm not predicting where it's going. I'm waiting for this to flip in my direction, and then I know what's going on, and then I'm confident to execute because I know I've been given what I wanted, which is a daily reflip. Okay? And that's the difference with it. Be adaptive, not reactive, yes. Predictions for UCL final. When is that? Is it soon? When's the final? I really want Borussia Dortmund to win, to be honest. I kind of... 1st of June. I fucking Real Madrid really... They've just fucked me off. They're just really boring to watch, man. They play shit and then they get Vinny Jr. to run 15,000 miles an hour and score 1 goal. It's like, wow, great. Wow, amazing. Like, when they played against City, they played shit. They just have that counter-attacking. Like, if you're the best team, bro, you gotta control the game. I don't know. I just find it a bit boring. They always score in, like, the 90th minute. It's like, bruh. And again, what could happen is this daily candle could close bearish, right? And if it closes respecting this resistance, then that would be interesting. I'd probably take the sells down to 38. However, I'd still have in the back of my mind that this weekly candle is just making the lower wick. And again, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we then get the buys. So it's not even about this day. It's the whole week I'm looking for. You know? Wait till they have Mbappe next year, yeah. What time did you start trading? What, like today? 6:30? So you can see we're tapping my grey line, which is the resistance. Sorry, previous resistance, now support. Are we below that on the hourly? Let's take a look. Let me just refine this again because I've lost it. No, we're still on it. Let's take a look at the 30. Is it a little bit higher? Yeah, it's all around these areas. There's no real issue. I'm not taking a trade on it, so I don't need to be too accurate. But you can see we're respecting this, which is where we expect it to. Unless you close below, and then you can maybe look to get to 38. I mean, in terms of being, I mean, yeah, there's quite a lot of wicks here, but we do fly to 38. So if it closed below this grey line, could you look for the sells? 100%. I think I would need some sort of liquidity wick though, like back up. So if price came back up, then rejected, closed below 47, that would be okay. Potentially to look for sells to get down to 38. Now the reason I say that is because at that point we'd be breaking the daily low. And again, the zone is clean, and we were breaking below the support. So potentially looking for sells there later on. But what I'd want is some sort of rejection first, and then the continuation. I wouldn't want to be getting now because again, it hasn't had any pullback yet. And again, the pullback for this could be the set off for the buys, and I wouldn't want to get on that train. Because you can get slapped pretty hard. Because again, as I said, I'm still bullish. And until it breaks that daily low, I'm still bullish for this day, really. Brother, I sold at 22.30. Oh my god. 22.30. Damn. And you've been holding this whole time? Fuck. Damn. You've been holding since the 1st of April. Damn. Yeah, bro. You got the wrong end of the stick. So can you see what you did there as well? If you got in on this candle, you just got the pullback, which is exactly what I'm speaking about now, right? Price is bullish. Yes, it has some retracements. Does that mean we're bearish? Hell no. Okay. It's just retracing. Same thing here. Look, price is pushed up. we're retracing. I don't want to be on that. I don't want to be that dude and takes a sell when all we're doing is retesting, right? This is why I'm still bullish. Because there's no hope for you. Like, there's absolutely no hope. If you take the sells here, like, you're fucked. Okay. And that gets you, especially for the fact, you know, especially beginners, you start moving your stop and you start getting into drawdown, and it's not good, man. It's not good. But again, if you just looked at the daily time frame at that time, the 1st of April, look what we did. We just closed bullish above. There was no signs of bearish signs all the way through this shit. And this is why we took buys here constantly. My bad, 23.30. Yeah, fair. So you're 200 pips in drawdown. Yeah, I mean, good luck, bro. Good luck. I'm sorry. The weekly's closed bullish. Like, you'd have to break even. You'd have this to come back down to weekly support, and I just don't think it's going to do that. Why? Well, just look to the left hand side. What do you have to say when you're trying to look to try and get out a trade? So you got in, where is it? Here, did you say? So you're getting in here, right? Now, how can you get here? Well, first of all, you'd have to break this support. That's the first boo-boo. Second of all, you'd have to break this support down here, because there's resistance here, support here. Major rejection wicks, That is a huge support, which you're going to have trouble breaking. Then you'd have to break this minor support. Then you'd have to break this major support again. Here, rejection wick here, support here. To then just go break even. So you have a fucking shitload of supports to break to go break even, to get break even. Unfortunately. If it's 23.30, I think you said, then obviously you've only got this one to break. But that's still significant. Look at this. So, yeah, good luck, brother. Okay, so GJ's broke the previous 30-minute low. The hourly candle has broke the previous hourly low as well. Rejection wicks from the previous res. Looking like it's coming back down. 4 hour has made the top wick, rejected resistance. So you may potentially see this wick fill on the previous 4 hour. So, you know, you could potentially go to get back down here. There's quite a gap to fill, but the issue you have is this major 4 hour support only there. And that's only like, what, 15 pips away or something. I'd rather wait for the buys, brother. Feel like gold is going to drop a lot this week? You tell me why, brother. Why do you think? Because the higher time frames ain't showing me that at all. Okay, this monthly candle is bullish. All it's got to do is fill this wick. That's kind of the whole basis of this monthly candle. We should do that. The weekly is made support. Okay, so we've retraced. We've made support. We're making the lower wick of the weekly. We should then reflip and drive and push further. So just be careful when you think, you know, gold's going to go a certain way and it's completely not what the candles are showing. The candles are everything, right? This should be your holy grail. You waiting for a buy signal? Yeah, I'm waiting. Gold is going to keep climbing with all this talk of war. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. It's, you know, until economies get better, gold's going to still continue going up. Yeah. So looking like we've got past this little bit of a 4 hour. Let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, rejected now. Broke the high. I just don't really like the sells. GJ. Right, with 2 seconds, I'm just going to say goodbye to Caitlin because she's going to work. 2 minutes. Oh. So, someone says predictions for the UCL final. I think 2-1 Real Madrid. For fuck's sake. I don't want them to win though. I don't want them to win, man. So yeah, this 4-hour right now. 4-hour zone's a little bit tough on GJ here, but it's got to get paid to wait, right? You get paid to wait. That's the whole part of it. Of trading, you got to be sitting here doing nothing. And then when the trade comes out, you're happy about it, but never jump in a trade where you just think, oh, you know what, it'll be fine. I can, you know, I can just get into the zone and hope it'll go up. Like, remember, this is your money here. This is your capital. I'm going to do a video very shortly on this small account showing you, like, you know, sometimes taking the money out of the profit and feeling the money. Like, you made this from doing this. Because sometimes just seeing it on a, you know, on a screen, like £364 in this on my small account that I'm showing you guys growing it. That's a lot of money. I only put in 600, so I've only nearly halved it already. But taking the money out and feeling it and spending it on something that's nice for yourself is like, you know what? I actually made this money through doing this. That's good stuff, you know. I woke up and bought gold at 23.47. Nice, man. Yeah, you can have a reaction. Yeah, I mean, the next zone, if you look here, we have like a, you know, we come down and then we kind of make a new range in this area. So 61 is where I need it to get above for me to look for the buys. Because you can see here, we could retest here, reject, and then start to make a little range here, just like it did there. Okay, so back above 61, we're then looking for the buys, and that could happen NY, pre-NY, end of London, anytime, man. But yeah, if you guys do want access to all the trades taken, we do have a group over here. I've restarted. 47 people already in it. And I post all the trades that are in this. And these are my stats so far. Since March. 82% win rate. 348 people secured. So yeah, link in bio. Only £30 a month as well, so kept it cheap for you guys. There's a 4-hour bullish imbalance you're ignoring. There's a 4-hour bullish imbalance. Okay, yes, I'm ignoring it because I see candles print. I don't care about an imbalance. Where's this 4-hour balance? Why does stop loss matters ride that shit? That's what you've done, brother. Man took a sell at 2,330. Stop loss does not matter at all. Stop loss ain't shit. I came up with that name in like 0.05 seconds. I made an Instagram. I was like, right, I'm just going to post my trades. And I was like, what's a good name? I need to do back some of these. Yeah, fucking hell. What was this font I used? It was so much nicer then. Where do we go? Where's Top Loss Matters? Where's Top Loss Matters? He should be here somewhere. Oh, he's not. He's not. He's not here somewhere. Yeah, I need to do some more of these as well. I quite like doing these. I'm going to do that. More breakdowns, not just videos. Right now is a much better place than it was before. I like the... Damn, this is back in the day, bro. Look at that, 2,000 subscribers, jeez. Was this when I was at uni? It was. This is when I was at uni. Ryan Analysis liked it, holy fuck. Day one, bro. Sometimes good to look back, it's funny. Very cool. Very cool. I just saw Trade with Monty there, Jesus Christ. I haven't seen him in ages. Oh yeah, people in the chat, if you guys would like to support my brother out, that would be fucking great. He makes some cool videos here. He's called Gonna Me, and he makes like random videos. It's very much like Internet Historian, but they're really good. Look at this one, 25k views. So make sure to go check him out. I'll put the link here. He's he does some, and he proper like goes through it all. His editing's sick.
But I got a Mega Blocks. We can build it inside of your bunker. No!
So he talks about history and shit. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. The first video he did, I didn't even know it was him. I just watched it. I was like, that was a sick video. And I was like, I swear that's my brother speaking. Like, what the hell? Do. 15s are starting to struggle at my grade area, which is to be expected. But again, as I say, I want to get above 61. Really. And then probably trades above 65 would be easier. Because 61's the retest, and I want to get it above this level. Back above. and then aim for like 72 to go break even, then 78 for the whole day. Get above 61 before installing. Wait, what? The buyer is entering. Yeah, so it'd be looking at, you know, 61 prices just get over, and then 65 probably for the entries to then push, depending on how we form and all that jazz. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice rejection wick on GJ, but again, as I say, I'm overall bullish. And again, this 4-hour support here is the issue for me for the sells. Makes it much harder. I see Raja Banks is streaming. Let's see what Raja's doing. Mr. Raja. He's looking jacked at the moment as well. He's putting some work, man. Bye, love you. Have a great day. See you later.
There's carbon filters, and there was another one. Water softeners and carbon filters. They came as a package. If you trading plan, have you marked your chart? Do you know the levels you're looking at? I'm gonna do this. If this happens, I'm gonna do. I find your door-to-door cells to kind of like do that.
Yeah, like he's looking above 59 as well, boy. 59, 60, 61. So this is the person that I learned off for 3 years at uni. Yes. And it's always nice to go and compare like what he's looking for as well. Normally it should match, right? Because I learned from him. But yeah, that's what I did, man. At university, just watch Raja every day, all day, every day. Grew my account. Down, down, down. Who is he? Which model? Do you mean what did I do at uni? Which model? Okay, this is good. We're getting some sort of reaction. Yes, sir. That's good. That's good. Still got a while. Still got a while, but it's good. It's already having the reaction, which is what we want. Yeah, so I mean 60 you can then get as opposed to, yeah, 65 is not bad. Would that be above the 4 hour? Just be above the 4 hour. What trade you taking today? Well, hopefully gold buys and GA buys potentially, but we still gotta wait. Model as in retail, I figured. Well, what other models are gonna be? Everyone treats retail, bruh. Where are you looking at buys from? Well, it depends on this level. I want it to go retest 60 and see how it does, and then once we get above, you know, 61, you know, I mean, I would draw the candles out if I was on Zoom, but Zoom is just pissing me off at the moment. But yeah, once you get above the 60, you could drive to 65, and then above 65, you then go break even maybe here, 69, and then to continue further to 75, and then obviously buys above 78, because then you've got a massive zone to 92. It's a huge zone. It's fucking huge, man. Alright, 2 minutes, just gonna go to the toilet. We still waiting patiently. Ernesto, hello. Hope you're doing well. So let's see. Again, as I say, like, I'm not really bothered about times anymore. It's more just zones. So after this session, when I leave, I will still look for the buys above. Still be watching gold, particularly above the 60 level. To look for a trade. But yeah, we're streaming tomorrow as well, 6:30 a.m. Tonight we'll do an outlook as well, so I'll see you tonight as well at probably like 10:30 p.m. UK time to look at tomorrow, and then yeah, we'll be ready for it. We'll be ready. 15 close a bit bearish on GJ. Looking like, yeah, there's some support down here as well. 4 hours not really done much, can you see? So the 4 hour has got 1 hour and 26 minutes left. It's already been on for 2 hours and 2.5 hours, and it's just doji, right? There's no direction yet. Patience, young Padawan. Who else is streaming today? Let's take a look and see. King Abe, my god, I haven't seen him in ages. What the fuck? My computer's lagging like shit at the moment, bro. I think it might be the wallpaper. I'm gonna have to take the wallpaper off. Yeah, it's fucking lagging, bro. Let's get all these tabs off. Shit's lagging, boy. So the next news we have today, yeah, I mean, there's really nothing today, which is good. I mean, some FOMC speakers, but yellow folder means it's not the most important news. Probably doesn't make it move too much. Can you see this 4 hours is still holding here? It's still a very strong level. So when this opened, we gapped here and then we filled it. I love filling the gap here. When there's a gap, normally at the start of the day, it always gets filled. 9 times out of 10. But we are coming into the months of the year which are harder. Summer months are much harder, I'd say. So you do have to be careful, and even like backing off some of the summer months and waiting for like September, October, November, December to come, because they're much easier. There's definitely been, in the June, July months are normally harder for sure. For some reason, I think it's just the fact that, summer, everyone's out, holidays, not as much volume. Winter months always moving much more. Fair, January, February, April was very nice. April moved a lot, but when it starts to come to June, July, May, June, July, it's a little bit harder normally. So 50-minute candle now is breaking the previous high, looking like we're starting to come bullish again. The hourly's reflipped, the 4 hours flip bullish again. Come on, get some momentum in over here before I go. I don't even know how this stuff works, where to learn trade for real. Just follow live streams, man. Pick it up. That's what I learned, really. I am going to be soon. I've already started making the first one. I'm going to make a full beginner's YouTube series on how to do it. Starting from literally what even is GJ, what even is a pip, what even is bullish, what even is bearish, what is fundamentals, what is technicals. I'm just going to do the whole thing on YouTube. Where do you put the Zoom link in the group? Hi, Ludwig. The Zoom's just not working, bro. I put it on and it just lags straight out. It just doesn't like it for some reason. I've tried to find things online, but there's just nothing there. So there was a day last week where it did work, and I don't know what I did differently. But I'm gonna have a little mess with it tonight and see how I can if I can find a solution. Stocks is better than crypto. I just buy low, sell high. Yeah, I mean stocks. I just feel stocks are just stocks are powerful when you've just got stocks in something that is, you know, you just hold for such a long time. You normally work for the company. Trading stocks always is a bit iffy for me because it's just the reason why stocks move is either because of good numbers or bad numbers, and everyone and their grandma who makes money on these numbers have insider trading knowledge. And it's like, you know, how are you gonna beat that? Like, the market's already moved when, you know, it hasn't even came out yet. It's like, I'd rather just follow trends. I think Forex is more like that. The share stuff is just dodgy as fuck for me. Like, I went to university and I had finance modules, and half the time, like, when we discussed about shares and stuff, it's basically no one can get done for, what's it called? Insider trading, because it's so hard to prove, but it's so obvious if you just look at it. It's like who's that lass in the US? What's her name? Napoli something. Nancy Pelosi or some shit. She gets it like right every time, but she's in Congress and shit, and it's like it's just sus. I just absolutely fuck that. Yeah, this bitch. She's like, everything she buys turns to gold. It's like, it's sus over here. And she would sell stuff like before things would come out that are negative for it. It's like, how do you know? It's just so obvious. Have you checked news for the week? Yeah, man. Today's not bad. Today there's nothing much. Oh, GJ's getting some volume in over here. Good stuff. 4 hours reflipping. Well, has reflipped. The hourly's reflipped. Starting to reject the support, which is what I expect because it's 4 hour support. Very nice. I like. How do people make money fast with it? Well, you can make money fast with it, but it's just leverage, right? Like, I've kind of over leveraged this one, and I made like £400 in the first like 5 days, but because our win rate was high. But again, I had to rectify it because these gold losing trades were fucking huge. The stop was the lot size is a little bit too large for them, so I've had to reduce it. So it just depends on how much you're willing to risk. Opinions on EAs. What's an EA again? Trading EA, they where it just does it for you. What's your view on NASDAQ? I don't trade NASDAQ, so I know it moves. It moves a lot. It's a good sign though, we're still respecting the support, which is good. I own a Martingale one. Yeah, I mean, again, all this kind of expert advisor stuff and, you know, different, what's it called? Like all this shit. Oh yeah, let me look at the four trisexual. Let me look at the Fibonacci retracement on this ball sack to this one, and let me just. It's like, bruh, just look at the candles to the left, bro. Like, if this all worked, people would be doing it, and you know, I haven't seen one live trader making money from using fibs. That's not saying they can't work. I'm just saying I've never seen it. So it's like, everyone who does all this fucking indicator stuff, they never trade live. They never trade on a live stream. Like, so how can I believe them, bro? And there's so much stuff you can add to the chart. It's like, bro, it's too much. Like, it's too. Like, look at this. Ugh, look at this. I've got the Burj Khalifa coming up here, making. Okay, this means that GJ's going up. Okay. How the fuck do I get rid of this now? Right there. Okay, 30-minute broke previous high. This is nice. Just needs to get out of this range, bro. GJ 50-minute engulfing candle floor. Yeah, it's good, man. It's a nice strong candle, but it just, again, it's like, do I want to get in early or do I just want to wait for the major push, which is above here? Because we're still, you know, we still could respect this resistance. It's still in this range. The hourly and the 4-hour don't have anything left. You know, the 50-minute candle, yeah, is looking good, but the hourly still is in this zone, right? I still got to wait for it to break. But it is looking good. Good rejection off 195. So how are you tracking this? How do you know what is going to happen? I don't. I just follow. I follow what it gives me. It's all about the candles and higher time frames. Okay. The higher the time frame, the stronger the confirmation. So I know that gold and GJ are both bullish today. Well, not really if this gold breaks its previous low, but still, in terms of the weekly, okay, we're just making a lower wick to then reflip later on. So it's just picking the higher time frames apart, basically. There are so many ways to make money in the markets. Everyone doesn't have to trade the same way. There are huge traders using fibs. Yeah, I agree. I feel though it's just a bad habit to get into, because you'll get into trades because of a fib level when actually, you know, why don't you just wait for confirmations on the candles? Why do you need to wait for a level? It's like Fugazi. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like if you know, if I got a fib here from the lowest low to the highest high, I don't even have all of them on here. How do I add them all on? Like this shit. Like there's so many levels, and it's like, right, okay, well, which one do I even use? You'll just do it to make sure you get in, right? So it's like, are you really looking at the chart, or are you looking at the fib? That's just my opinion anyway. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana are all like the same. It's super weird. Well, it's just, again, it's just crypto as a crypto as an entity, right? If crypto's bullish, then obviously the top three are going to be bullish, right? If crypto has a little bit of a slump and it's a little bit negative, then the top three are going to be negative, right? That's why they follow each other, and that's why I think crypto is hard, because it just moves with the overall consensus of crypto, right? It's a little bit harder for you to kind of picture. What it'll do, it'll move like fucking, I don't know, Bitcoin will move like $30,000 in like 3 weeks, and it'll range for like 4 months. It's like, so if you didn't get that push when the news came out that something good's going on, it's like, how do you even trade that? It's boring. Whereas this is constantly moving. It's constantly, you know, moving. It's not just about a news release. It's just constant. So yeah, 15 closed nice, but again, as I say, look to the left hand side. It's still got resistance here, right? Oh shit, not this one. Not this one. Still got some resistance here, which it could respect. So even though the 15 looks nice, the 30 could reject here. It's still in this zone. I need it out. I need it out, boy. How is your trading gold? I'm not in a trading gold, brother. I'm still waiting. Yeah, I mean, look how small these candles are. They're pretty small. So I'm not too bothered about gold this morning. I'm waiting for the volume to kick in and probably NY. Do, 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 do. How's it going? Any open trades? Not at the moment, oh man. Still waiting, still waiting. Alright, now GJ to get above 420 and gold to make some bullish confirmations and back above 2360. So not the greatest London session. I mean, again, the sells on gold you could have got this morning here at 53. However, to be honest, even if you got in there, yeah, 24 pips, maybe 30 pips, yeah, you might have took that, because that would have hit you out of break even there. Took a good win. I'm done for the day. Very nice. Well done. Done for the day. Forex is stocks? No. It's currency, bruh. Commodities. Stocks are shares of companies. This is just how much money do you get for a different currency or a different commodity, right? So right now, if you got the flat rate, I'd get 195.2 Japanese yen for £1. Trading Jacob. Hello Jacob. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. I mean, this TikTok is just ridiculous. Look at this shit, man. 100 new followers, 58 people live, 61 live. This is sick. YouTube's dead, bro. My YouTube's dead. TikTok's where it's at. 7 minutes left for this GJ over here. All is well, bro. Seen to you. Yeah, man. Feeling good, ready for the summer. The weather in the UK has been garbage for 8 months, so it's nice to actually see some sun, to be honest with you. Some nice ass sun. TikTok is crazy, yeah. We're doing the outlooks and it's been sick. Come to South Africa, we have sun. Yes, South Africa. I had some good boys there. Mr. Brian and Jason. And if GJ just wants to sit in here, then that's fine with me, right? I'll just sit and wait, right? It could just range in this zone. And then the range traders can play it about. But once we start breaking, then I'll be eyes on. But right now, we're just. The thing is, though, we are still breaking highs and all that good stuff. So just a little bit slower this morning on Monday. Everyone's still waking up, man. What do you think of Euro JPY? Let's take a look before I go. Euro JPY bullish, daily candles bullish, weekly candles bullish, broke the previous high, pretty similar to GJ here. Looks like we have daily support down, 4-hour support down here. Yep. Looking like we do have some daily 4-hour resistance here. Does that make sense? Well, it does, because there was some here as well, right? Can you see? 4-hour resistance was here, 4-hour resistance here. If this 4-hour closes above, then it looks pretty good to continue, right? Because when this candle closed above, we drove. So in an hour's time, that would be nice. Take a look at the hourly, take a look at the 30-minute, take a look to the left-hand side. What do we have? Yeah, this is quite clean, bro. So once you get a closure above this resistance, you then should drive to at least here, because that was the lowest time. But mirroring this candle and these candles would be nice. How big is this zone? I mean, EJ is quite small. That's 30 pips, to be fair. Yeah, so you could potentially look to take trades. I mean, what you'd want to do, you know, there is a lot of rejection there. Look at the 15s. 15's a little bit worse. So let me just look further above. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much really, is there? I mean, the only issue you have is that this 4-hour res is rough, right? It's obviously clearly very strong. So you either got to wait for the 4-hour to close or kind of time your entry here. I mean, the 15's closed above, right? That one did as well, to be honest. Let's look at the 30. 30 hasn't yet. So when this 30 closes above, that could look pretty good. Let me just take a look at the 15 all the way to the left-hand side. Is there any further? Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean, maybe you could look to get above here. There's wicks down there, which I don't like, in this resistance. Okay, yeah, there's wicks here. So you maybe want it above this grey line now. Yeah, that's where we've tapped. So maybe above 168030, and that zone above is nice. So it could be good. Gold rejecting. Yeah, I mean, again, it is, you know, it's expected to do that, right? It's at that zone. It's just, again, it's not a confirmation to take a buy yet. We're still closing bearish. We're still not really making any bullish structure yet. And again, once we start to see the change of structure, get back above the Asian lows, then we can start to look. Looking to start trading. Nothing makes sense right now. Yeah, well, don't worry, my little YouTube videos will come out soon. But it's just look at the candles, man. What are they showing? Where have they closed? But it's a little bit more than that. It'll take a while, but I'll do some videos on YouTube to help you out. So look at this, GJ rejecting. GJ's washed right now. We're gonna have to wait for a long time. I've got an alert on at 400, so once we come up to there, I'll be looking to take trades. Gold, I'm gonna put an alert on as well for like 58 probably. 58. Yeah, I'm not gonna look for the sellers below. I think that you could get them from 2,348 to 2,338. However, there is a lot of rejection wicks, and again, my whole bias is bullish, and it would be against my rules. Okay, so I will not be doing that. But yeah, probably waiting for the retracements. But yeah, that's me done for the morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are going to have a safe day trading. Make sure to stay safe. Only risk what you can. And wait for your confirmations, okay? Thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. And we'll see you later. Adios, adios, amigos. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Adios. Adios.